Going to give you a quick video because it was requested and there's things happening, so might bring it to your attention so you can take advantage. Before we get started, please, if you guys like these videos, leave a like, uh, press the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button so you get these videos as they come out, and feel free to share them with other individuals that are like-minded traders like yourself that might get some alpha out of these. Last but not least, if you're interested in trading with me live, feel free to join us on our Discord server. The link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps the channel grow. So thank you so much. Boom. Now we're talking about Floki. Reason being is because from the low, Floki has grinded out the bottoms where people thought this coin couldn't do anything or even come back, and all of a sudden you are getting volume impulses and you are actually holding those impulses and looking for upwards continuation. The reason why I'm bringing it to your attention is this is the high that I have here on MEXC, and we are very close to actually tickling it. And if you go to is it monthly? Yeah, monthly, you are actually bullish engulfing and in continuation, okay? So you have a possibility of upward continuation. Volume is coming to a standstill, but because you're in a bullish engulfing, until next month, we're not really looking for that bearish engulfing and downside. So we have 23 days because this month is still just brand new and you have room for upside. Yes, that's a strong rejection, but if we go to a weekly, it's brand new. We blew to the top and now we're getting this pushback. We'll go to a daily to take a look at that in a little bit. But now that we have gone over that quick analysis, I want to show you guys now the fibs. Don't get confused. There's two fibs here. One, then one for the entire bottom, okay, as the low, where you have this level here of 5,000 satoshis, or 5,000, 5,500,000th of a penny, whatever this is, 5,000, I'm going to say 5,000 of this level as support, which it was resistance before, and then you actually found support and broke up out of it with this impulse volume, and that literally marked that as the bottom, and some institutional or some big buyer who impulsed or marked up this asset, went all the way to a nice actual top. I would have been looking for it to actually find some resistance over here between my blue and green, and the nuclear level is where I would have had my stop. So they actually had a lot of people try to, buy this top, and actually got it right in their face. You can see due to this volume over here. So when you got that retrace, the reason why I have these fibs deck ones on the right hand side is because I'm pulling now just this consolidation, meaning that if I was to take a long, my levels on this thick side is where I would have my first stop loss. So I have to manage myself between these local consolidation lines as well as these global consolidation lines, these thin. So what does that mean? Okay, now it's doodle time. What I see here is a nice level of support, right? This level over here, 19, or what is that, 20,000? 20,000, okay? And this level here where you had your test of breaking down, you held that support and you made a nice little triangle, okay? So this is now my inverse head and shoulder that I'm looking for. This is another uh, opportunity for us to go to the daily real quick, because one thing on this week, it's closing, and yes, this huge wick is a very telling of a possible reversal, rejection, whatever. But next week we still have room for up. We find resistance and we can't get to 31, then I'm looking for us to roll over and then basically mark the support as resistance and go retest back support. Support being this little triangle, 105, 15,500 area as support, and that's the neckline that we're trying to basically maintain, and then we're trying to break out of this inverse head and shoulder where the all-time high basically already is. This has got the local already. We took the liquidity out of here twice now, so I'm assuming we have one more drive left, and that's basically take out that monthly high. Now if we zoom on out, the monthly high is right over here. Okay, so what we could do, just for MEXC, whatever exchange you're on, it's probably going to be different. But at least for MEXC, we know there's probably going to be some kind of reaction when it comes and taps into this white line. So I have that white line there. I'll even put a dash like that. So we could be like, okay, that's the level we want to see. And you already got front run there once. And that level being this 38,000, 37.5, I'll be looking for that to be where the local top can be put in within the next 2 weeks or into the monthly close. Because until that monthly candle closes, you can't be like, oh yeah, this is the local top or whatever. I want to see us actually take that liquidity and then fail it. Then I could be like, okay, this is a local high. If anyone says this is a double top situation, I won't even listen to them and laugh at them until the 23 days actually closes. So in 23 days, a lot can happen. Anyone telling you there's a top here already is like they're front running is the nice way to say it. Okay, so here once again we're on daily now. Okay, and I got these levels over here to the left so you guys can see the value and significance. I wanted to zoom in so I could doodle a little for you. But you already saw I made this doodle here, the triangle for the possible support consolidation level. And that level you can use as a potential area of retest and long scalp ability. Uh, Reasonable risk to reward area for a long scalp is the word I'm trying to get at. Now, as you're going up, you do see this bearish divergence actually kick down over here, and you got picked up over here, and you went and retested over here, right? The daily close, which is about to be in about 2 hours, we're actually going to close above that wick, showing you that this level here, whoever bought here and did this markup is actually trying to defend this. So you can't really be bearish on this asset until 2600 is 26,000 is lost. Until then, that area is a higher low in the trend that it's going. Now I know you guys are like, okay, this is uptrending, great, right? But if you look at it like this, you can understand why those sharp moves to the downside are coming, and an expanding wedge fashion consolidation. So coming down and testing from here into these levels and then into this level is totally understandable and logical for that inverse reverse and up to eventually come back and test into the support gold lines. So something like this is kind of what I'm, oops, that doodle was not necessary. Drag it. Yeah, so something like this is what I would be looking for in Floki. Wouldn't be looking for necessary further upside like right away, but I would look for it to grind out and find some support here first. And once this area here is lost, you have to see the reaction on the retest of that area one more time. And if you can't get above it, then you can flush the liquidity to the bottom, which is all the way to the golden pocket area of this whole accumulation, which took about 100 some days. So coming back into this level for that long scalp opportunity is probably your best opportunity, and you can confirm it that once it gets above this level, you can look for that upside continuation. So you have time to plan this trade, set your limits and all that. If you did a smaller like analysis of like more technical stuff and without doodle TA, you can see this as like an area to consider to take a trade, right? This little order block to the left. We're on daily time frame, by the way. So you can also find confluence with your fibs and your action plan and the consolidation, etc., etc. I'm going to remove this extremely large, thick triangle, and then now doesn't that look a little bit more reasonable after we do that analysis? So let's see how this plays out for the next few days. Once we lose a level, we can wait to see what kind of consolidation, what kind of divergences and all that kind of stuff we see. Until then, this isn't an uptrend. It's holding that retail trend line, which is like right here. If it wants to come and play around with this trend line, just be in the mindset that you are still making an inverse head and shoulder here, right? And that shoulder over here is still a Quasimodo higher low buying opportunity if that happens. So just, keep all that in mind, that if you are trying to take a short here, like a lot of people will try to take a short, make sure you have open and closes underneath the fib here, like the golden pocket, and then you could have that deeper retrace into those lower levels where we had the original breakout. But yeah, man, each one of these levels is a buying opportunity in this area. This is not the buying opportunity, but these lower levels as they come into them are buying opportunities, because you're gonna have to test these people. And right here, when you come into this range between the gold and the red fibs, I mean, I would consider a long scalp there. Low leverage, where you can have a stop loss underneath either the midline of the channel or the midline of your stop loss is supposed to be over here, by the way. So 9,500, anything above that is a buying opportunity. How are you gonna set your ladder? Well, I just gave you an action plan as to, like, hey, if you want to add along, you can get here at 25, then you could get a little bit more here at 22 on this fib support, on fib level support. You have exact numbers here. You don't have to guesstimate that. And then outside of these levels, if you're trying to take your trade, just make sure you manage your risk with the gold lines, meaning this is the local stop loss and that's the global stop loss. So from there, I mean, that's just how I would approach this trade. And aside from that, guys, I hope you're careful. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. And yeah, if you're interested in trading with me live, please feel free to join our Discord server. Link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps the channel grow. And last but not least, please leave a like, subscribe, press the bell button for notification, and yeah, that way you get these videos as they come out. So thank you guys for supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.